Do you know what a fitness bar, a bottle of kombucha, and a jar of vitamins have in common? All of them can slowly destroy your liver. Imagine this. You're standing in a store, holding a nice-looking package. It says eco, bio, no sugar. You read the ingredients, looks decent, you buy it, you eat it. You feel like a responsible adult. And then, 6 months later, constant fatigue, brain fog, stubborn weight that won't go away even with workouts. And you start thinking, maybe I'm doing something wrong? Spoiler, you're not. You did everything right. You were just lied to, because the healthy food industry has turned into a show. A place where the words on the package have nothing to do with what's inside. Where no sugar is just sugar disguised under nicer names. Where your liver works overtime because you're feeding it chemistry, thinking it's food. Today, I'm going to show you 10 products you thought were healthy. They're not. Fitness bars. Flip the package over. See maltodextrin? That's sugar. Agave syrup? Also sugar. Rice syrup? You guessed it, sugar. Maltodextrin has a higher glycemic index than regular table sugar. Insulin spikes faster than from a spoon of white sugar. But on the label, it sounds scientific, so it feels safe. And agave, up to 90% fructose. Fructose is metabolized only by the liver. With constant exposure, the liver starts storing fat inside itself. This is called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Doctors diagnose it even in children. Granola. One serving of store-bought granola can contain more sugar than a donut. Manufacturers add syrups so the flakes stick together and crunch. Add dried fruits. Concentrated fructose. You eat in one sitting as much sugar as nature intended you to eat in a week. Plant-based milk. Oat milk is made by grinding oats and adding enzymes that break starch into sugars. The sugar content can be similar to soda. Almond milk, 5 almonds per liter. The rest is water and gums. Coconut milk often contains added cane sugar. And you pour it into coffee, into oatmeal, and drink it by the glass. Bottled smoothies. When fruit is blended, sugars are released instantly. You drink in 1 minute what would take half an hour to eat. Your liver gets a fructose hit. Plus, manufacturers add juice for flavor. One smoothie can contain more sugar than a can of cola. Sugar-free cookies. The package says, no sugar. Inside, maltitol, sorbitol, erythritol, sugar alcohols. Side effects include bloating and diarrhea. And often, added fructose or syrups. You think you beat the system. The system beat you. Healthy desserts. No baked cheesecakes, dried fruit candies, energy balls. Dates are almost pure fructose. One date contains about 5 grams of sugar. 5 or 6 per healthy dessert. Add nut butter. Add honey. Total, 30 to 40 grams of sugar. That's more than the daily recommended limit. Honey as a healthy sugar alternative. Honey is roughly 50% fructose and 50% glucose. Yes, it contains micronutrients, but in such small amounts that to get real benefits, you need to eat a whole jar a day. 1 tablespoon of honey contains about 17 grams of sugar. Add it to tea, to oatmeal, and you're already at 50 grams by breakfast. Liver doesn't see the difference between honey and sugar. Ready-made sauces. Ketchup, barbecue, teriyaki. The first 3 ingredients. Water, sugar, vinegar. 1 tablespoon of ketchup contains a teaspoon of sugar. Light dressings. They remove fat and add sugar and starch. You think you're eating a salad. In reality, it's a salad with dessert. Flavored vitamins and supplements. Gummy bears. Fizzy tablets. 1 gummy contains several grams of sugar. Recommended dose, 2 or 3 per day. A child gets vitamin C and candy-level sugar. So what's the trick? The industry has learned how to hide sugar behind complex names. Maltodextrin, dextrose, isoglucose, invert syrup, fruit juice concentrate. It's all sugar. No added sugar doesn't mean there's no sugar. It means the manufacturer didn't add white table sugar. They added agave syrup or rice syrup. So what can you do? Read ingredients. Always. If there are more than 5 ingredients and you can't pronounce half of them, think twice. If a product screams healthy, it's probably compensating for something.
Your liver is a chemical laboratory working 24/7. When you feed it sugar disguised as health, it gets tired, and eventually it gets sick. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease affects 1 in 4 adults today and 1 in 10 children. This is a silent epidemic, and now that you know this, you're harder to fool. Because health isn't what's written on the package, it's what you put inside your body, and only you decide what that will be. If this was useful, subscribe to the channel. We break down health myths, marketing lies, and real biology, simply and honestly. Your body deserves better information,